Great, thanks, Grant. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kim Cassidy. I am the Principal Advisor of Workforce Capabilities at Energy Queensland. Sorry about that if there was a bit of background. My role at Energy Queensland is looking at our workforce capability planning, what the skills and capabilities we need now and into the future. And more importantly, I also manage our graduate and undergraduate programs. Today, Caitlin and I are here to tell you a little bit about our program. You'll hear a bit from myself first about who Energy Queensland is, who Ergon Energy is, who Energex is, to provide you a little bit of context, and then I'm going to hand to Caitlin to share her experiences as a graduate on our program. So as I mentioned before, you probably heard us refer to ourselves as Energy Queensland, Energex, Ergon Energy Network, and what does all of that mean and who are we? So we're all one and the same. Ergon Energy Network and Energex come under the Energy Queensland family. Energy Queensland is our parent company. We also have a few other organisations that sit within that in our sort of unregulated space. So Eureka and Ergon Energy Retail. Today I'll predominantly talk about our network, our distribution network organisations, and share a little bit of information about those. So Ergon Energy Network and Energex actually are the largest distribution company in Australia. We have just over 2.3 million customers, and those customers that we service come from all the way up the Torres Strait, all the way down to the Tweed River or the New South Wales-Queensland border, all the way out to Birdsville, from Brisbane to Birdsville. So we span quite a large area and a customer base. Within that area, we have over 1.7 million power poles. We've got 33 standalone power stations, and more and more large-scale solar renewables connected, as well as all of the panels of solar that sit within a lot of our customers' homes on their rooftops at the moment. These numbers that you see on the screen and these stats are continually growing and evolving and adapting as our organisation continues to do more within the renewable space, battery technology, solar technology, wind farms, etc. Our customer base and our workforce are quite diverse. So we have customers in very remote areas, right up in the Torres Strait on small islands, also out west in the middle of the outback, as well as metropolitan areas like right in the middle of Brisbane in the southeast. Myself, I'm based in Rockhampton, which is central Queensland, and Caitlin's based down in Brisbane. So as you can, we're a great example of how diverse and regionally geographic we are across the state. So a little bit about our graduate program. So our graduate program is a 3-year program. Our graduates are recruited through our recruitment process, are brought in as permanent employees, and they do a 3-year program where they go through six-month rotations into different parts of the business. Some of those rotations are core fundamental areas which we've identified that are really important for our graduates to get experience in, but the other 3 are really around supporting the individuals and the graduates around leveraging their capability, also building their capabilities and skills for their future roles on the next engineering or digital or data professional role within our organisation. So it's a bit of choose your own adventure. And you're supported to do that with a mentor who's an experienced professional who are well networked, can help guide you through the navigating the organisation or navigating working in an organisation as large as ours, and they will work with you through the whole duration of that program and beyond, and they become your person to help you navigate through that. Further to that, our program, you're also supported with business and professional and technical training along the way that helps to further embed and support you through your rotations and your career aspirations and really enhance those opportunities. those 6-month rotational placements that you get throughout the organisation, Caitlin will go into a little bit more detail around her experiences and what sort of rotations she's done as an example, but it gives you exposure to different specialisations and different parts of the organisation, and also networking with different areas. The other key part of our program is we do have quite a competitive salary. As I mentioned before, our graduates come into our program as a permanent employee. Whilst salary is one attractive element of our program, there's also a few other elements in relation to flexibility, other rewards and benefits along the way as well. So in relation to our recruitment and what we recruit through our program, we currently will be, or soon will be, kicking off next month, recruiting various STEM graduate positions, advertising in mid-March, April, and usually to start the following year in the February or July. And those types of disciplines that we look for are, as I mentioned before, engineering, data science, analytics, mathematics, computer science, information technology, software development. Our STEM, as I'm sure many of those online can appreciate, STEM is quite a diverse portfolio of different disciplines, and our program is expanding and leveraging all of those unique skills through those STEM disciplines along the way. However, if you are interested in our program, through the Prosper site, you do have the ability to register your interest on our site for both our graduate program, but also if you're not quite ready for our graduate program yet, but you're interested in doing some placement with us, there's also an opportunity for you to register your interest for our vacation summer placement in the next summer period from November 2022 to February 2023. So anyway, enough from me. I'm going to hand to Caitlin and let her introduce herself and talk a little bit about her experience as a graduate on our program. Thanks, Caitlin. So the graduate program is open to permanent residents and Australian citizens. Unfortunately, not open to non-permanent residents at this point in time. I see another question from Raj around, can we choose our mentors? Look, it's a really good question. I actually play a key role in working through selecting mentors for our graduates, and I like to think of it as a bit of a matchmaking service that I provide, but really what we do with you is talk to you and understand what you're looking to get out of your career aspirations and what type of relationship and mentor is really going to help support you through that. So whilst it's not directly you get to choose who they are, you have a really big part in that process of contributing to who your mentor might be. So Mitchell's asking, what is the graduate recruitment process at Energy Queensland? So look, it's pretty standard. I don't think our program's anything too out of the norm. Our process is an initial application where we ask you to load your resume, your transcript, and a cover letter, and then we go through several stages of shortlisting along the way. So we utilise a program called a grad sift, which some of you may or may not be familiar with, but that actually helps us look at on a bulk level with so many applications, do some understanding around people's ability, their aspirations, any experiences that they had. How are you going there, Caitlin? Are you back?
Hopefully, can you hear me now?
Oh, yay!
Yay, finally.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's just obviously, in utilities industry, we have high security, so it's important that we make sure that we're monitoring access to certain things. So I apologize for the blockage of my microphone there.
That is okay.
Yeah, so
I'll head to you now, Caitlin, and we'll come back to some of those questions at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I'll just share my screen again. Hopefully you can see that now. So just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Caitlin Nicholas, and I completed a Bachelor of Engineering and a Bachelor of Mathematics in 2019 and commenced the graduate program in 2020. So I am currently working as a graduate engineer at Energex as part of Energy Queensland. And given that I have degrees in both engineering and statistics, I am really passionate about solving real-world engineering problems using analytical techniques. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what my rotations have been on the graduate program, and then I'm going to talk about the highlights for me as well. So my first rotation was in asset lifecycle planning, and here I was able to use my statistical techniques to develop a predictive model of wooden utility pole service life. So it was really cool to see not only my engineering skills, but my statistics skills coming into one project. The other highlight from this particular rotation was that, as you can see in the photo, I was able to head out on site and watch the process occur. So I got to speak to the field crews about what it's like to perform pole maintenance, replacements, nailing, etc. And I got to understand the practical side of what data actually means in our industry. Next, I rotated into the engineering data solutions team. And here we essentially develop a range of solutions to help the engineering teams in supporting their daily work. So the key learning for me in that rotation was about productionalizing my solution in order to ensure that all users are able to use it and they can access the benefits of the project. A key part of the engineering graduate program rotations is the engineering field support rotation. And here you spend 6 months out in the field, following crews around, joining different sites and learning about what it actually looks like to be in the field, what the practicalities of things are, what the field crew's motivations are, understanding how important safety is, and a whole range of other beneficial learnings. It's very important to go out into the field and to understand the reality of what we're doing in the office, because it means that you can make better informed decisions in your future as well. My most recent rotation was at GridCube, which is actually an organization that's external to Energex and Ergon. And here I learned about the distribution system state estimation modeling. So it was a pretty cool opportunity to be able to spend 6 months outside the organization, learning how a different team operates, learning about this cutting edge technology, which is going to revolutionize our entire industry, and being able to take those learnings and bring them back to Energex and Ergon. So having that flexibility to not just rotate within the business to areas that you're interested in, but being able to engage with other areas of our industry is also really valuable. My current rotation is in forecasting, and I will be doing behind the meter estimation. So what we will be doing is estimating behind a customer's meter how much of their net metering reading is their native demand and how much of it is generation. And this will enable us to understand what the hidden load on the network is to ensure that we can maintain our security and reliability of supply. So as you can see with my projects, there's been a vast range of different opportunities that I've been involved in. And I've been able to tailor that to my future career plans as well. So every graduate is able to discuss their rotations with managers and mentors and ensure that they're making the most of each of these 6 months to ensure they get to the best learning experience at the end of the program. For me, there's a lot of perks about the graduate program, and you've already heard from Kim some of the exciting opportunities and Emily earlier in the panel session as well. I've summarized sort of my growth opportunities that I thoroughly enjoy in the program in this little picture here. So technical courses is a massive highlight for me. I'm currently studying my Master of Applied Data Science, which is supported through the graduate program. And that has been a great opportunity for me to advance my skills in that area, meet other professionals and learn from their experiences, as well as help myself to progress in a technical aspect in those data skills. I also have had the opportunity as well to not only develop my data skills, but continue to develop my engineering skills through postgraduate courses in power engineering as well. So it is pretty handy that you are able to not only access that technical course funding and opportunity, but you're also able to tailor that to your own development plan. Mentoring, as Kim mentioned, is an excellent opportunity, and it's fantastic that the graduate program not only supports this, but they also match you with a mentor that's there to really help you succeed along the course. So you're dedicated at least an hour of mentoring every month, and you're able to discuss your professional development, your personal development, your technical development, and ensure that you're making the most of the graduate program and all of its perks. So it's great to have someone dedicated to ensuring that your career is on a path to success. As I mentioned as well, field experience was a fantastic opportunity and something that cannot be underrated. Similarly, the emergency response is exceptional. So Emily and I are both currently on the storm standby roster. So when weather events come through, we respond and make sure that we're restoring power as safely and quickly as possible. And having that opportunity to meet other people in the business and understand how those operational aspects of the business roll out into reality is really beneficial. Another thing I really love about the organization is that, we aim to keep the lights on and we aim to empower the community and we aim to do as good and as safe as we can. And the volunteering aspect of Energy Queensland is is just a way that you can actually see that value is a reality. So you're able to spend 2 days a year volunteering for an important cause to you. For me, I've been volunteering to plant koala trees. I've also been volunteering to do Christmas present wrapping for a charity. And so it means that it shows that the company cares more about the people in the community than just a tagline. So I think for me, that's a really important aspect of the role. I now pass back to Kim to finish off with a little bit of a summary.
Thanks, Caitlin. So thank you again for sharing your experiences. And I think what's really great that you've demonstrated really well is a few of the other panelists and presentations that we've already seen is that the energy industry is evolving, which means a lot of the traditional engineering or power systems that we've used historically is evolving. That means for us as an organisation, we need more diverse skill sets or more broader skill sets. And Caitlin, in my mind, is a great demonstration of being able to bridge that world of engineering and data science. And although Caitlin gets a great experience within a lot of the groups and that she rotates through as well, the feedback from our business is the value that our graduates actually add to their teams and the different skill sets that they bring. So not only as a graduate within our organisation do you get a lot out of it, but you actually make an impact to quite a lot of people within our organisation and bring new thinking and fresh skills and different perspectives in as well. There was a couple of questions along the way. I think I've sort of tried to answer them locally. One in particular around the timeframes for both the recruitment process for our graduates and also students. So with our graduate program, we generally recruit those who are completing in the next 12 months their uni studies, or have had completed in the last up to 2 years prior to the start date. And then for our students, if you're interested in doing a placement as a vacation placement as a student, and our next one will be in the summer period coming in November, generally from a second year onwards, that's when we look to take students for anything. When you're in your first year, you're still trying to find your feet and trying to know whether you actually really want to do that particular discipline. So it's usually from our second year onward we take students through our vacation placement program, both paid and unpaid. You'll see there on the screen, Caitlin has got up on the screen, there's a QR code there. If you're interested in finding more about our program specifically, there's a link there as well. And as I mentioned before, that we also have on our Prosper site the opportunity for you to register interest for both of those, the graduate recruitment process for our 2023 program, and also our vacation placement program over the coming November 22 to February 23 summer placement. So thank you. I just having another quick look. I think we've tried to answer as much as possible. So thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and we hope to see you through our application process.
Thank you.
Thanks.